Alright, I've got a nice hot oiled cast iron pan. I'm going to add a handful of asparagus and a little over a half of an onion. Alrighty, now that the onions and asparagus is nice and soft, I'm going to add some freshly chopped fresh portobello mushrooms. This is from an 8-ounce container. Just adding that to the center and mix it in. Have some chopped tomatoes as well as these. I'm adding to a bigger pan and I'm just going to let those simmer for a while. I'm also going to add about a half a bag of spinach to that. Now that the onions, mushrooms, and asparagus are nice and soft in the cast iron pan, I'm going to add 2 shallots and some minced garlic. As you can see, I like a lot of garlic, so I'm just going to add that in. I like to add the garlic in afterward just so it doesn't burn to the pan, because it burns really easily. And I'm just going to let all of those flavors mix together. Now that the tomatoes and spinach cooked down, I added a can of garbanzo beans, and I'm also going to add a whole can of quartered artichoke hearts. Alright, I'm going to add all of my previous mixture to the big pan. I'm going to stir those together and let it simmer for a while. Alright, now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning to the mixture. I'm going to add some freshly cracked black pepper to the mixture. Once you have all of the vegetables mixed together, you add some tomato paste. I have a 6-ounce can here, and this will just thicken everything up, make it a nice consistency. So I'm about to start the water for the noodles. I'm going to add a few pinches of salt and a splash of olive oil. And this will keep the noodles from sticking together. Alright, once the sauce is all thickened up, you're going to want to add a splash of the Cabernet Sauvignon. And stir that in and let it simmer. And that'll just add a darker note to the dish. I preheated the oven to 375. Oh shit, my water's boiling. Better add my veggie noodles. Splash. So I sliced all of the croissants in half, and now I'm just putting small slices of butter on one half, some freshly chopped salted garlic, now that I have the salty garlic, the slices of butter, and the freshly chopped basil inside of these croissants, I'm going to add it into the oven that is preheated to 375 degrees. I'm going to keep them in there until they are golden brown or when the butter is melted. After that wonderful taste test, I decided that it needs to be a little bit more sweet. Normally I have brown sugar to add to it, but today we're using maple syrup. So I'm just gonna add a few teaspoons of maple syrup into the concoction. Alright, well, those croissants have been in the oven for almost 10 minutes now. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, they're looking pretty good.